And welcome in everyone inside Driscoll Arena. JJ Sylvia, Mikey Alves with you for Somerset Access TV. It's an afternoon matchup today for the Somerset-Berkley boys hockey team that co-ops with Dighton Rehoboth Seekonk as they take on Division II Mansfield. And Mikey, these D2 games that Somerset is playing this year as a Division III school can have a big impact on the state tournament rankings. How important is a game like this in the perspective of one of these Raider players?
I think it's huge since it's an out-of-conference game and you don't see Mansfield every single year. So, this could determine bragging rights for the future.
Even though it is early in the season, you always have to look at what could potentially happen down the road in terms of the Massachusetts hockey rankings. This one's going to be important as any tonight. We're going to come back to you after the national anthem, get starting lineups, and then we'll get right into this one. Back in a flash on Somerset Access TV. Back inside Driscoll Arena, JJ Sylvia, Mikey Alves with you. And Mikey, this is shaping up to be a big matchup for the Raiders in the early part of their season. You and I were both part of the varsity program at one point in this hockey team. When we were getting into these types of games, there was always that antsiness. You always wanted to play these games because it was always a heightened competition.
Yeah, I feel like they just got to come out and play fast, play strong, and stick to their game. To be honest, I think they're faster than most teams around here, so just use their speed, chip and chase the puck into the zone, and just play hard. Don't make lazy plays. Keep your head up at all times, and that's it.
We're going to head down to center ice as this one is underway. Yeah, and on the face-off, it's him, Carter Sylvia, and Colin Lush on the third line for the Raiders. Mansfield 2-on-1 brewing, big save for Gavin Rodriguez. Calm, cool, and collected with pressure closing in. That one off the face-off win for Mansfield, pushed out to center. Gonzalez tried to swing it back towards Brett Axon. He'll forecheck despite not grabbing the pass. Now up the ice, Thomas Gormley trying to do it himself, pivots, looking for the backdoor pass, and it went under Gavin Rodriguez and in the net. And a 1-0 Mansfield lead, and the captain does it, Thomas Gormley. First period in a tough battle between a Division II school in the Hornets and a Division III school in Somerset-Berkley. Back in the booth, JJ Sylvia, Mikey Alves with you. And Mikey, if you're going into that Raider locker room during this intermission as Kevin Snyder, what are you saying to your squad after a 1-0 deficit after 15?
It might sound cliche, but it seems like Mansfield just simply wants it more right now. And I feel like you just got to come out in the second period, play strong, play hard, and play like you really want it. And it might sound cliche, but it's evident on the ice right now that Mansfield is just always keeping their head up, making smart plays, and Somerset's just still getting their legs underneath them.
And even though Somerset is still getting their legs underneath them, Mikey, what was one player that stood out to you from the Raiders in this first period in terms of positive aspects?
I feel like Evan Barboza is making great zone entries. It's just he's kind of losing focus once he gets in there. Like, they're getting behind the net and making a turnover. They're having their head down, trying to make too many moves, and it's just going the other way. But I feel like you just got to keep his head up and, again, make tape-to-tape passes and see what lanes is open.
A lot of talent, a lot of speed on both these squads. We'll take a short break here on Somerset Access TV. Back for the second period in just a few. Back here inside Driscoll Arena, JJ Sylvia, Mikey Alves along with you for Somerset Access TV and eventually Blue Raider Studios. And Mikey, Somerset-Berkley had a lot of trouble with the breakouts and crisp passing and offensive zone function in that first period. Who do you think is one of those players that is going to have to step up to help propel the Raiders back into this game?
I feel like it's got to be the older kids, like big dudes like Mason Sullivan and like Evan Barboza. The kids that have more experience, that have been in games like this, that like, okay, I've been here before and I know how to, succeed in games like this. But yeah.
A 1-0 lead after one period, and Mikey, that goal that got scored by Mansfield, definitely a finicky one. Tough look for Gavin Rodriguez with all the saves he made earlier in period one.
Yeah, it's a game of hockey, It's going to be lucky bounces. You could completely be outplaying another team, and they can still have the lead at the end of the game. But I feel like just Somerset needs to play smart, and they'll be fine. I mean, they don't look bad right now. They just need to get their legs going, once I said.
Somerset-Berkley looking to get their legs going as we start the second period. We are going to head down to the ice, and we'll see you soon. Into the zone, his shot, and a pad stop for Rodriguez. Back out in front. Nobody able to get a stick on it. Barbosa tried to put it by a player and nearly cost him a goal, and it did. Putting it off the back of Gavin Rodriguez is James Warren, and it's a 2-0 Mansfield lead early in the second. Won't go. Sullivan back the other way, and he had 3 sticks right on him. Here comes Matt Tarigny, left side, looking for the backdoor feed, and Rodriguez kept it out. What a job by Gavin Rodriguez right there, Mikey. Bastos the tip save, Butler, Kamara trying again, he can't finish, Kamara back out in front, went under the legs of Bastos, he'll keep it with Gonzalves helping, Bastos the shot, and Butler did not see it get to him, Gormley blocked it. Bastos for Gonzalves, whiffed on the shot, and now the other way, Tarigny, Matt Tarigny in on Rodriguez, he scores! Matt Tarigny! 3 different goal scorers for the Mansfield Hornets, and it's a 3-0 lead. Adam Bastos into the zone, finds a lane, his shot, he scores! Adam Bastos, with some late period magic, cuts the lead down to 2. It's 3-1. Got it taken off of his stick. 3 seconds, 2-1, with the buzzer sounding to end this second period of play. And an eventful second period at that. 2 goals on the board, 1 for each side during this one. JJ Sylvia, Mikey Alves back with you here at Driscoll Arena. And Mikey, Somerset-Berkley, still improvements to be made, but a big goal from Bastos to finish this second frame off.
Yeah, I still think Mansfield's looking a lot stronger right now, and you know what they say, pressure makes diamonds, and pressure also makes success, and I think that saying goes perfect to the Mansfield team right now. Their pressure and their forecheck is starting to really get to Somerset. They're hesitating on puck battles. They're losing puck battles because they're keeping their head down and making too many turnovers, and they just got to stay clean and stay patient, and I think they got an opportunity to tie this game for sure.
Let's see if the Raiders can claw back and tie this game. At least 15 more minutes left in this one. JJ Sylvia, Mikey Alves. We'll take a short break. Back for the third here on Somerset Access TV. Back inside Driscoll Arena once more. JJ Sylvia along with Mikey Alves as we get set to start the third period. And Mikey, 1 goal aside there in the second period, but the big one was from Adam Bastos. Could that be a momentum shifter for the Raiders as this third period begins?
Oh yeah, for sure, because now they're going into the third period with a lot of confidence. They know they can outplay this team. It just, they haven't done it so far. They haven't looked like themselves, but I think they'll have a better period coming ahead, and we'll see what happens, I guess.
We will see what happens indeed. A very tough period on the way. Let's head down to the ice and get this third period underway. JJ Sylvia, Mikey Alves with you. Partner in Blankish to prevent any further advancement. Now far board, Barbosa lost the puck. Kelly for Gurr. His shot stopped by Rodriguez. At a bad angle at that. Now Bastos for Evan Sylvia trying to go back for Bastos. It was a bit wide, but he'll track it down and keep pushing it forward before the Mansfield Hornets come back in the other direction. Put it in front of himself, but as has happened numerous times tonight, Mansfield great on defense, great on the forecheck, disrupting the flow of the Raiders game. Now into the middle, a shot from Contingway and a rebound, they score! It's Warren, second of the game, and the Hornets just might have put this one to bed with 8 to play.
Yeah, Somerset had great effort here. Keeping the puck in their zone, great offensive zone time, but all it took was 1 bounce the other way, and it's a 3-goal game.
Nate Mello in. Axon off the win, takes a shot that's stopped by Butler. And it goes back in front, and they score!
Is that an own goal?
It's Brad Axon, I think. Still got to figure out what the deal is with that. A lot of finicky goals today. Bastos. Below goal, back in front, McKenna, they score! 1-goal game!
We got a hockey game. Plenty of time.
Skill and speed of this team all day long until we've been blue in the face. But it is true, another chance for Mansfield, and there's the dagger! Roman Gurr. What a gut punch for the Raiders after building up all that momentum.
Yeah, they answered the bell right back there.
Same spot. Axon won it again, this time to Mason Sullivan. Sullivan behind his goal, now moving up the board, had it taken off his stick. Backdoor pass for Gurr, looking for his second, and a glove save by Gavin Rodriguez. The clock expires to conclude this game today with the Mansfield Hornets coming into Driscoll Arena and defeating the Somerset-Berkley Raiders 5-3. 2 goals from James Warren was really the big difference maker, especially in this third period. And Mikey, as the Raiders look ahead, Apponequet coming in on Wednesday, I'll be on the call for that one. What do you think is the biggest adjustment this squad needs to make before they face a local rival?
I think they just honestly and simply just need to be playing more put together. This is why I just call a minor setback. It's not a great loss, but at the same time, I was impressed with their effort. They didn't just lay down and give up when they were down. They kept fighting. It's just turnovers and poor mistakes is what cost them this game.
And for Mansfield, one of the bright spots has to be the performance of Dylan Butler. One of the goals was a fluke, and the other 2 weren't really his fault. He played phenomenal today, going up against a goalie just as good as him as Gavin Rodriguez.
Yeah, not only that, their forecheck was immensely powerful. I mean, they constantly stood on Somerset throughout the entire game, and they never let up on them. They never gave them a chance to breathe. They never gave them time and space, and I think that's why they weren't able to produce offensively as efficiently as they're used to. That didn't look like the Somerset team we're always used to watching play here at Driscoll or even on the road.
Somerset-Berkley will drop to 3-2 for their record on the season. Next game I will see you at is against Apponequet here at Driscoll on Wednesday night. But for now, for my partner Mikey Alves and the entire Somerset Access TV and Somerset-Berkley Blue Raider Studios crew, I'm JJ Sylvia wishing you a good rest of your Monday night.